Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today's deck is sick as hell and a little bit shady too, as we're gonna be showcasing the shady character in a deck I called Westworld. Shoutouts to the show. I've been watching it recently. Actually, I'm in season 2, and I'm really enjoying it. I love Anthony Hopkins, and in case you guys want a new TV show to binge through these, pandemic days, then I highly recommend Westworld. I know it's been around for a while, and a lot of you are probably like, do you live under a rock? I did not know it existed, okay? It took me a while, but I'm enjoying it. And it inspired me to name this deck, a deck concept that I have to give a big shout outs to Ecop for, since the original idea of using Assembly Bot in a Heimerdinger Lux control shell was his, and I was very inspired by his take to ultimately design this deck. This deck is quite different from his though, because we are incorporating Shady character onto the mix. Shady character got buffed in the recent patch, as he now has 3 health and therefore is actually playable. Because the problem with this card before was not that it had like a bad effect or anything like that, is that it was a 4-mana 1/1 that could just die to a Vile Feast. So it was highly disruptible and just not worth the risk. Now things change, and we have the perfect deck to showcase this bad boy in. The idea is to utilize Assembly Bot early on, past the first couple of turns to build up our spell mana, so we enter turn 3 with 3 mana for our Assembly Bot and 3 backup mana for spells, in which we hopefully have standalone. As we stand alone into the Assembly Bot, getting up to 5/5 total stats, and from that point onwards, with help from cards such as Chain Vest, we make it very difficult for the opponent to deal with this threat that becomes bigger and bigger, and we can eventually give him the Sump Works map to grant him elusive and just destroy the opponent with him. And that's where the likes of Shady character comes in, as we can play Shady character and copy our own buffed up Assembly Bot and get another free copy of it. Well, not free, but for 4 mana, we are getting a massive, hopefully a massive bot with elusive, and thus the opponent just cries every time, right? So in order to make this deck work, we want to make it so that we have an actual strong shell that can function without this early game of like drawing the Assembly Bot into standalone and all that, because that's not going to always happen by any means, right? So we have a Heimerdinger Lux control shell. We have the likes of Succession, which is a fantastic card in this sort of deck, as it can grant us a body for 3 mana and also trigger Heimerdinger and Lux as well for extra value. We have 2 copies of Prismatic Barrier, Get Excited, full set of Flash abilities. You can see a lot of 3-drop spells, because we want to be generating elusive turrets with Heimerdinger, and we also want to be adding 2 3-mana spells together to level up and later down the line generate more and more final sparks through Lux. Spells can guarantee us, or grant us, really strong value with these engines right here that work really well together, and both loves the likes of Flash of Brilliance as a card. And that's how we have a deck and that actually like holds itself together, and it's just not completely riding on the Assembly Bot meme dream, right? We have Thermogenic Beam and Mystic Shot alongside Get Excited for early game disruption, removal, and potential late game finish firepower as well. And that is the deck list right there. I've been having a lot of success with this. I also like the one off of Relentless Pursuit, by the way. I like this a lot with Heimerdinger decks. Heimerdinger Lux in general, because it's really easy to abuse with the turrets. The elusive turrets at that, because it's 3 mana, it gives you an elusive turret, so having an extra attack can actually mean the death for the opponent. And in a deck in which we're playing Sumpworks maps with Assembly Bot, it makes even more sense than that. So yeah, love this deck. I recorded a live session for you guys today, in which I narrate over my plays properly. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content that I got for you today. It's really good. Like I really like the games that I got. It's one of the most fun lives I've had in a while. So hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I had playing it. And I will stop talking. Thank you for watching. Have a soul day. Stay tuned for daily Runeterra content. And I'll see you guys around. Right, here we go. As some good old easy peasy is our first opponent. We have to be wary of the buffed Draven. Very big buff, much easier to level him up. It's not really what you want to aim to do with Draven Ezreal though. I think it's not the biggest of deals. I'm gonna keep this hand except for the Progress Day, as everything else is really neat. We definitely want that Assembly Bot with standalone at the beginning. That's one of the ideal openers, as we have a pretty powerful looking curve here. Looking good. Normally, against Ezreal, I would be very wary of when to play assembly bot.
It's Draven time.
I'd love to just go and kill this Draven, but I can't really afford to do that. I'm gonna hold on to my standalone. Now we should go for it. I could have gone for the Flash of Brilliance to put him out of range of the spinning axe, but I don't really want to do that because I want to preserve it for Heimerdinger and Lux. Like, I'm not in a huge hurry. This assembly bot can just buy me a little bit of time. I can take a hit from this guy. Not really the biggest of my concerns right now. We can pass here. As now we develop Heimerdinger.
The sweet smell of science.
Nerd.
Asshole. We're gonna play Heimerdinger. We have backup for Flash of Brilliance, but again, we don't really want to resort to it just now. My opponent passes here, waiting for me to attack. All right. I think we gotta go for this. I think we do. Definitely expect him to have some sort of answer here, but I don't expect him to have, like, if it's a static shock, he definitely wants to wait for me to play these two. Okay, so he discarded that and an axe. All right, it's easier for him to have something else. Ideally, it's not something like a Blade's Edge. That always feels pretty bad. It's a Culling Strike though, which is actually pretty ideal. I know it seems like, you know, saying that a Culling Strike is ideal is weird with Heimerdinger, but that means he only gets to progress his Ezreal by 1, which is really nice as we get to attack with everything. He'll probably chump block this with a 1/1. Yeah. Nox and Guillotine can answer this assembly bot now. I think this time around I will use... Will I use one of these to chump block?
I got ways to find a mushroom.
You don't even think about that. We're dropping in Lux. Yeah, stopping him on his tracks. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna do this because we want to go for the Sumpworks maps this turn. Yeah, his Ezreal is still like not leveled up. Like he's not even. He's only at 25%. So this is our moment to shine. We're gonna go for this plus the map. The map onto the assembly bot will make it so that we're only vulnerable. We're only like really vulnerable to Nox and Guillotine. Otherwise, we're getting a huge hit off on our opponent here. Like we represent lethal, right? Static Shock can stop these two.
You suck.
Not sure if giving Barrier to Lux was the best thing, because he has to answer this. I guess it is, because if he has Nox and Guillotine, we don't want him to enable it on that too, right? 5, 8, 11. I mean, we put him at range anyways. Let's go for the kill. Let's go for the sexy points.
And all things bright.
Excuse you.
It has to be Nox and Guillotine. I'm gonna force him to have it though. Though to be fair, this attack with Lux is actually not. It's not good. Okay. Oh. Well, now Noxian Guillotine really does a number on me. But we do have him at 2-shot barrage range anyways, so let's force him to have it. Yeah, there you go. Let's play it safe. I mean, I don't know what he could possibly have, but I really want him to. Plus, it's more the sexiest way. 3 here, 2 here. Like, come on. You can't get a cleaner lethal. You can't get a cleaner lethal. Oh yeah. Alright.
Draven
Out. Not bad. There we go. We get out of the 1000s as we ventured into the top 1000 of the ladder. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Alright. Let's go to the next one. Alrighty. We go from easy control to Spider Smork. We do have certain tools for this though. We have Static Shock, which we are going to keep. We're going to keep Static Shock and Standalone. Standalone is really neat for our potential turn 3 assembly bot. I generally always keep Standalone in my opening hand, regardless of the matchup. Though here, I definitely do want a little bit of speed, right? And this hand does not provide that.
Where's my axe?
And this could be bad. I like that Mystic Shot though. The Mystic Shot makes me feel a little more comfortable.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Do I want to ping you down and then finish you off with Static Shock? No, I want to prevent more damage.
I'll do better this time.
Not having Thermogenic Beam sucks though. Not gonna lie. But we want to prevent damage, so we're gonna go for the Mystic Shot on that directly.
Got past me.
Take 3. As we have Static Shock here. Standalone really biting us in the ass. Not sure if I should have kept it, but to be fair.
For the main event.
I could go with a Static Shock here and here. I think I ultimately have to. I do want to put this at Mystic Shot range as well.
So young.
Okay.
It's Draven time.
Looking good, kid.
He's got Draven as biggest fan. That's interesting. The problem with this Mystic Shot is that if I play Heimerdinger next turn, I am vulnerable to something like a Culling Strike. We're still gonna take a decent hit here, but at least we prevent the Elise.
Axes coming right up.
We go down to 9. 9 is a little bit too low for comfort. Shady character, not really super useful here, unfortunately. Even though it can be a good target for standalone, I have to go Heimerdinger.
The sweet smell of science.
Nerd.
What a dick! I have to go with Heimerdinger here, and I have to pass. I gotta pass. Because if my opponent's not doing anything, then that's good for us. I do like standalone here into... I have 8 mana though, like my resources are limited, but I do have the ability to go standalone, Static Shock, and Chain Vest. I would love to see like a Culling Strike now. I'd love that. Nothing would make me happier actually.
Progress waits for no one.
I'd love to see a Culling Strike. Okay. So instead of buffing Heimerdinger this time around, we're not gonna be able to block with him, so going for standalone is actually counterproductive. What we're gonna be doing instead is we're going to be going for this. Or Or we could just be going for this.
Engines don't determine themselves. Round it goes.
That was definitely an interesting decisive maneuver. I'm not sure what he was
Me too, kiddo. Me too.
So I can chain vest the Heimerdinger and develop a chump blocker here. Yeah, I like that.
Find just 1.21 gigahexes.
Because what this allows me to do.
Yeah, man, play.
Yeah, man, play. We're gonna go with you here, and you here, like this. This way we prevent any sort of damage this turn.
Time for the moneymakers.
What did he discard there? Oh, no, he had 3 axes? Oh, I guess he did. So he could try to axe again to level up Draven. That's not necessarily a bad play, because then he threatens me with the Overwhelm.
Now we're cooking.
Oh, he's going for it.
I thought I was all ready.
Mr. Humility is here. And he's dangerous. He's very dangerous. I'm gonna attack with this. Pass over initiative to him, see what he does. I really want to drop Lux here. I really do. But it is risky at the same time.
The sun is shining. We should too.
He spreads out too wide. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Let's do this.
Alright, we definitely need to block with Lux here.
Shine with me.
Prevent the Overwhelm. Force the axe out of him. Well, that's problematic. Does this man have an atrocity? Is that what this man has? I'm concerned about an atrocity. Really concerned about that. He has the exact mana for it. And he's been having some weird cards. Atrocity doesn't make as much sense as his deck though, because he doesn't go that high up. He's not even playing Darius. Like, what would you play Atrocity in a deck without Darius? This doesn't make any sense, right? That doesn't make any sense. I've seen weirder shit though. Fuck it.
The only holiday worth celebrating.
Better. Brighter doesn't more.
Atrocity kills us. I'm not gonna play around that.
Everything can use an upgrade.
I mean, it's not like I can play around it. Like I don't have an answer for it, but I could fish for something with Flash or Brilliance. But I don't think there was anything like Tax Tech Transmogulator.
I stand for Noxus. I gotta work with this Joker.
No more holding back.
You suck.
If they civilization must begin somewhere.
All right, time for Shady character to shine.
My intuition is right.
Bam!
The party has already.
All right, double T-Hex. Don't atrocity me now. I'm so worried about atrocity. But I'm playing around Whirling Death by just attacking with these two. He's got 2 cards. You got 2 cards, bro. Come on now. Yeah. With style. Attaboy. God, that was terrifying. I mean, come on. Again. How, like, why would you play Atrocity in a deck with, like, at least put Darius if you're playing Atrocity, right? That was literally the only way we went down there, so that was neat. I got to showcase Shady character, which was one of the objectives, even though it may have been a bit of a win more scenario, but I'll take it. Alright. Some good old Thresh, Tryndamere. Very powerful deck. Very strong late game. Definitely plays Atrocity. I'm gonna only get everything except for standalone. I'm gonna be aggressive here. I need to find them bots. Shady character doesn't really accomplish much in this matchup, I think. Like, you know, using it. Oh, there we go. Using it offensively. I mean, offensively on the opponent. I mean, like, I don't think there's much to target. He's got a lot of chump blockers for my assembly bot though, but that's fine. Probably just goes with an open attack here.
Nothing escapes my way.
Or not.
In Avarosa's name.
Definitely gonna clear that little pesky blocker out of the way. Ooh. That's way too good. What can he do here? Let's go for the map. Like, what can he do? For 5 mana, he can't deal with this. So, next turn, we're gonna stand alone into Shady character. And that's looking hot as hell. We don't care. Like, we can ignore his board at this point. Like, yeah, we just have to worry about Atrocity. That's basically it. Okay, so that's a total of 5, 7, 9. That's some serious damage we're looking at here. But I don't really have a clean hit. Anyways, next turn we're gonna go up to 5, 7. Like, we need everything. Like, this is fine. It's completely fine. We're going for the kill here.
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
What's our name again?
But this, woohoo, yeah, baby. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm actually getting this live. Oh my god. All right, I mean, let's just, you know, let's just not die to Atrocity, shall we? Yeah, let's just block like this. Atrocity is really the only thing, like, and we have Relentless Pursuit. Like, there's just no way he stops this lethal. This is so good. Oh, this is exactly why I built this deck. Oh yes. I should go for the Thermo Beam, by the way. But whatever. Like I should go for it because it gives me a bigger proc, but it's whatever. We just go like this. And we watch him cry. Oh, what was that? Oh, it worked! It worked! Yes! For anybody who's saying, oh, this greedy bastard keeping the standalones, that's why. That's why. I have no idea what I'm facing. Braum and Heimerdinger with Freljord and Piltover, I have no clue whatsoever. I'm gonna drop you, I'm gonna keep everything else though. Because we got that sweet assembly bot into standalone again. This deck is fun. This deck is actually fun. Really fun. Like, I look forward to playing games with this deck. And that is an important trait for a deck to have. We're gonna pass here. Nothing to do.
Who goes there?
Oof. I love this buff, by the way. Do I thermo beam this? No, I don't. I don't. I live with it. Ooh. Okay. How does Freljord Piltover? What does Freljord Piltover do with this? Oh, please attack with Braum. Please attack with him. Come on, bruh. I got nothing. I got 3 mana. What can I do with 3 mana? That's a Braum. You're fine. You're fine. You're not fine. Show me that elixir of iron. Oh, no elixir of iron. Oh, that's not good for you. That's not good for you, brother. Dude, I kind of just want to... Like, what does he do to this? Like, what do you do?
Let's not ruffle our feathers.
Alright. You flash freeze.
Blessed by snow and stars.
But you can't kill this, is the thing. Like, this combination of regions can't handle a strategy like this. You just can't. Alright, that's neat. I mean, if we play Heimerdinger, we are kind of asking for us to, do I need to play Heimerdinger at this point? I don't want him to be vulnerable to removal here. Like, there's a lot of things that just kill me. I think I go for this instead.
An auspicious season.
Yeah, he wants to get value out of that. It's fine.
Blessed by snow and stars.
Now here we're noticing the effects of the buff here, as we're not able to finish off the warding stones with this thermogenic beam. So the buff actually really did come into play. Regardless, we're going for the attack and we're forcing that trade, yeah. Getting rid of that pesky little thing.
Answers, I have them.
You have them, don't you? Well.
Another Heimerdinger? Nothing but rotating mirrors and projected lights. Oldest trick in the book.
It's fine. I could have killed it with a bigger thermogenic beam, but I'd rather just...
It's smaller than a diagram.
I'm gonna be patient. Whew, alright. Maybe I should have focused on killing this. Maybe that was the best play. I mean, to be fair, like, the thing is, like I said, I feel like I could take on a Heimerdinger. I can always kill him now.
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
We'll go for this.
Full blast!
Drop this here, and then we can thermal beam his Heimer.
Round and round it goes. Yes, yes, again.
We knock it out.
Add it to the bug.
He did get some good value out of it, but he cannot afford to attack with this. I will always trade this 3-1 into that.
We can do this.
Braum is on the job.
All right, so we don't have to worry about a thermogenic beam right there.
Fear beyond.
We have a total of 11 mana, which means we can play this and still progress day. But setting up the assembly bot earlier, even though it is a bit of quite the sacrifice for tempo, we can match his card draw with our card draw. He could have a take card.
Fight. This is fun, yes?
Can every day be progress day?
Nice.
I've been hiding my light too long.
Nice. With this 2 mana, he either deals with this. Okay. That could allow him to get a take card. Take card? Yeah. Okay.
This
All
will
right.
be a good winter.
A beacon through the dark.
But
It is easy. See?
we're going for a surprise attack ourselves. Okay, so we're out of Brittle Steel range, which is important, as we can afford to go for this attack now. Represent lethal here. There's the harsh winds. To be expected.
Blessed by snow and stars.
Could go for the attack now, though. I don't think it's smart. It's a very large Braum, though. Like, I would definitely want to answer that. 'Cause I could go for the...
This is
I'm gonna go for that. That just makes more sense. We don't care about the warding stones anymore because he's already enlightened.
No more holding back.
I wonder why this man has like ramp. Like what is he ramping into?
What seems to be the problem?
We got answers for days though. Okay. Oh my god. Shady character. 4 mana, 1912 with elusive. Seems balanced. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one of the things with this. That's one of the things with this region combination. It's so limited when it comes to like ways to react.
Stop wiggling.
Don't kill him. He can still die. Or that. But this. Yes. Come at me, bro. I mean, I am always gonna block into this. I'm gonna keep this Get Excited as a reactive card. Because I basically, I want to... I want to make sure that I can always like deny him spawning an elusive unit here. Exactly.
Unforeseen outcome.
Oh, that deserved the clap. I'll give it to myself. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that's pretty degenerate. I like it. This is a fun deck. Fun deck for sure. Really like this concept. Like, shoutouts to ECOP for the original idea of using Assembly Bot in Heimerdinger controlled Lux Shell. I feel like Shady character fits this deck really well because ultimately we are working for an Assembly Bot snowball, right? So it's not really. And in other cases, like we can copy like the T-Hex from Heimerdinger, or we can use him to copy like a key. He's just a very flexible, solid 4-drop, honestly, in this deck. Like I like it a lot. Fun shit with map. Yeah, this deck is a tits. I love it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live as much as I had playing it, and let me know what you think about this deck. Have a swell day. Let me know also what cards you want me to mess around with from, you know, the ones that got buffed in the recent patch. You can definitely expect a Yasuo video tomorrow, as I'm going to be streaming Yasuo all day today. But I'm also looking at the likes of Callista, the Starlit Seer. I want to mess around with that card as well, and yeah, there's a bunch of other cards as well that I'm not quite remembering right now. But I'll look into all of them. So yeah, have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow.